Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. So, we've had plenty of you ask over the last couple of Wednesdays. It's like, Pete, are you going to review the new Pink Floyd Animals 2018 remix? And my answer is, yeah. I wasn't going to originally because I was like, you know what? I think that the original album sounds really, really good. And once I heard that there was no like extra stuff on the remix, no live stuff, no nothing, I was like, well, I don't know. Do I really need to get it? Ultimately, I heard from a couple of people that whose opinion I trust very much that the remix is actually really excellent. So I said, you know what? I'll go pick it up if I can get it for a decent price, which I did. And if nothing else, it'll make a nice companion listen to the original 1977 album. So here it is. Of course, what they do lots of times with these new remixes is they give you like a different album cover that kind of is similar, kind of like the Rush, reissues, remixes, remasters, all that sort of thing. You have these, covers that are kind of similar but different. So here again, we've got industrial Great Britain, right, London. There's a pig floating in the background. It's definitely in all these grays and blacks as opposed to the original cover artwork. So here it comes in a digipack, right? So as you can see, nothing else other than the album remixed. Okay, so here you have this. All right, take that out. Get that, and you got a booklet, which of course has there's the original artwork, original Hypnosis artwork, some lots of photography, lyrics. Very cool booklet, actually. Pretty neat. That's kind of, if you like this sort of thing. Oh, hold on. I missed. Sorry. Skip by the most important. But there we go. Nick and Roger. And then, of course, we've got David and Rick. Pretty cool live shots of them, right? So, I mean, that in itself, nice, cool booklet to kind of peruse through and read, which I think is kind of nice. And then, there's the music itself, which, like I said, I never thought that the original Animals album sounded bad at all. Pretty good sounding album to me. And then you listen to this and you're like, wow. I almost found like I was listening to this album that was recorded, the same album that I know and love, but maybe a different recording session, right? All of a sudden, Animals sounds really clear and bright and not as dense as I remember it. And you can hear all the clean rhythm guitars and riffs and things. And the guitar solos from Gilmour sound a little bluesier, sounds a little bit brighter in the mix. The bass, you hear the bass, the keyboards sound like they're breathing more. The vocals, and the little parts of the album where you've got mainly Roger Waters doing kind of like spoken word vocals. It sounds like he's in the middle of a room. Okay, just him. The acoustic guitar light in the background. Mostly you hear Roger. The interesting, little bits and things that appear on the album, the original album, that you always were kind of like, that's kind of cool. You hear that going on. There's that little weird spoken part. There's the little cool synth things and stuff, and you're kind of like, trying to make them all out, and then you listen to this and you're like, oh, that sounds a little different now. Oh, they mixed that differently. Oh, it's like now it's like it sounds more mysterious, or it sounds more up front, or it sounds more in the background. So everything, all the instruments, all the parts, everything now is like in a different place in the mix than what we're used to. So there was a number of times where I'm listening to this and I'm like, wow, it's like listening to Animals completely different, right? It's still amazing. Songs are still the same. I mean, nothing else has changed. It's just that the way everything now appears in the mix has been turned around and given a new depth compared to what it used to be. So instead of this amazing album that's just really dense and, still fantastic, obviously, because it's my favorite Pink Floyd album of all time, now all of a sudden, Animals really, really breathes. Everything is completely separated, and you hear all the little nuances on their own, probably the way they should be. So, fascinating listen. I'm kind of glad I gave it a try, right? So again, original album produced by Pink Floyd, engineered by Brian Humphries, recorded at Britannia Rose Studios, London, 1976. The 2018 remix by James Guthrie, assistant engineer Joel Plante, mastered by James Guthrie and Joel Plante at DAS Boot Recording. The original UK release date, of course, January 1977. So that's basically all there is here, right? Cool booklet, interesting little packaging, hearing Animals kind of a different way, right? Hearing a lot of nuances, sounding a little different, a little brighter, little, more separation. I don't know. I can keep kind of saying the same things, but you really have to go and listen to it on your own and give it a fair assessment, because I think if you're a real fan of this album, you're probably going to want to hear this. Again, I get what everybody's probably saying. It's like, oh, but they didn't give you any bonus anything. They could have thrown like a live concert on here. I totally agree with it. That's why I was not going to get this originally. But like I said, when I heard it from a few people whose opinions I trust that said it sounds really, really good and a bit different, I was like, okay, I'll check it out. So, and I'm glad I did. It's just Animals kind of redux, right? It's still the same recording. It's just that things have been tinkered with and it's being presented a little bit differently. So if you want to kind of hear all the little nuances where maybe on the original album you thought you were hearing them all, well, now check it out, a little bit different. So and I think Pigs on the Wing 1 and 2, especially at the opening and closing of the album, it sounds really different. So Roger's vocals are just definitely, they're more, I don't know, they're just sitting in the mix a little bit differently. So it's to the ear, you're kind of like, oh, that's kind of a different presentation of that. So, and everything in between is just amazing. And like I said, Gilmour's rhythm guitar parts throughout the album are definitely crisper sounding and much, much brighter and cleaner. Not that they weren't before, but it's different. So give it a try. See what you think. Animals, the 2018 remix. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. We'll see you see you soon with some more stuff. We got various things coming at you today. I hope to get to the Venom Inc. We got Kiss off the soundboards. We got Glass Hammer, Tedeschi Trucks, Dead Daisies, The Tangent, Damn the Machine, Steve Hackett, Van den Plaza, and Pelletieri. This is all the stuff that's kind of sitting here for the next, that I'll hopefully going to be getting to over the next week or two. And till then, see you real soon. I am Pete Pardo. Bye-bye.